G'day, gang. Welcome back to Upcoming Attractions. Today, we are talking about the newest Predator film, Prey. And with me, as always, is my co-host, Jesse. Jesse, how you doing, bro?
Good, Matty. Good. Very exciting film to talk about today. High hopes for this one. So, yeah, I think we just crack onto it.
All right, so I've got an idea. I'm going to spring this on you by surprise. But before, just to get an idea of how today's going to go, rank all the Predator movies and don't include Alien vs. Predator.
So don't include the Alien vs. Predator movies.
Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't count.
Well, plus, I'm going to include them anyways.
Okay, include them anyway. Okay, fine. Rank all the Alien vs. Predator movies and go.
Okay, Predator. The first Predator obviously is number one. I would rate Predators probably second. I know it gets a lot of shit, but I actually really enjoyed that movie. Then Predator 2, and I'd probably put Prey around that area. And then way down the bottom, I'd put Alien vs. Predator. Then I'd put way down below that, Alien vs. Predator Requiem and The Predator.
I'm close. I think for me it would be, except I like Prey a lot more. I think it goes The Predator, obviously. At this point, it's such a classic, it'd be offensive to even consider anything else. But I would put the next one, I go Predator, then Prey.
Wow, okay.
And then I would go Predators, which I agree with you. Predators does not get enough recognition. That movie is freaking great.
Yeah.
And then after Predators, I would go Predator 2, then Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, and The Predator. And honestly, it's been so long since I've seen Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I might even swap it with The Predator because...
I wouldn't blame you. They're both fucking terrible movies.
Yeah.
They're both fucking terrible.
With The Predator, it's bad. It is, but it's also just, it's taking the Predator franchise and putting it in the wrong genre. But when you look at it as a generic blockbuster that for some reason has gore in it, I guess it's not offensively terrible. It's just offensively terrible to the franchise it's portraying, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's still that's not a compliment.
No.
But anyways, let's talk about Prey. What are your overall thoughts? What'd you think of Prey?
I enjoyed. I liked it. I didn't love it. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. Because when I first found out about, it was set during the when I found out it was like Native Americans fighting up against the Predator, I'm like, oh, what a cool concept, putting the Predator back in time, during the kind of the colonial times or whatever. And I thought that was such a good idea and a great concept. And I think that's where I've heard they've kind of heading off with the Predator franchise now, doing different periods of time, which I'm all for.
I've heard people online say that, but I don't know if it's confirmed.
Okay.
I just want to say possible
Disney's
correction.
A good idea. Disney, do it. It's a good idea. I'm all
what?
for it.
It's it'd be cool. Yeah, I wouldn't lie.
But just there's parts I liked and other parts I just thought were a bit weaker. I thought the movie was not as gritty as I wanted it to be. I felt like it was very Disney-fied in some areas. Like there's a lot of, whenever the Predator killed someone, it would, there was a lot of blood, but whenever I felt the Predator would kill someone, the camera would cut and you wouldn't see it. There's a lot of Predator about to decapitate someone and then the camera would cut. Or the Predator's about to kill someone, the camera would cut. I thought the CGI was pretty piss poor in some areas, especially the bear. I thought the bear looked really bad. But I thought my favourite scene in the whole movie was the scene where the Predator's fighting the French dudes in that valley. They've tied the two main, the brother and sister up on the tree, and the Predator marches in and just fucking wipes out all the French dudes. Which I gotta say, by the way, if you're seeing some alien creature eviscerate your mate, would you just be like, nah, fuck this, I'm out of here? This guy.
But where do you run? There's nowhere to run in that. It's just miles of nothing. If it was in a city, you could hide in a building, but
just run away from it. Don't try and fight it. Like, you're not going to win.
Yeah, but I reckon you've got a better chance of fighting in numbers than running away. Because if you run away, he's going to track you down. He's going to kill you. At least you got your boys to fight with you.
But they literally had him down in like a net, and they had the predator stepped on 2 traps, and they literally had him down in a net, and the predator just fucking wiped all the net, like just chopped him up like minced meat, and like
they had no chance. They had no chance, no matter what.
I like the fact that this predator as well was more primitive, had more primitive weapons. It didn't have the side cannon thing it usually has.
Yeah.
All the weapons were more primitive, the way it killed and whatnot. So I love that. I heard a theory that this was the first predator that the predator race sent to Earth to hunt, which I thought was an interesting concept as well because the weapons were more primitive. I liked the main, I can't remember her name, but the main character. I thought she was good. And I really liked her brother as well. I thought he was really good. I thought his last stand against the predator was really cool.
Yeah.
When he's firing like the arrows or whatever. I will say though, I did think because I know a lot of people had an issue with the main chick's. I'm gonna find out her name because it's really bad.
I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, I think the character's name is Naru.
Naru, yes.
And the
Naru.
brother is, I think it's Tabi.
Yes.
Guys, just disclaimer real quick. We are 2 Australians from the western suburbs of Sydney. We have no connection to the indigenous Americans or any of their tribes. So please forgive us for any lack of knowledge. Don't cancel us, please.
I would say, like, I didn't have a problem with, because a lot of people had a problem with her being the main character. I didn't have a problem with that. But what I did felt like was the one scene that kind of took me out of it a bit is the scene where she's like fighting all the French trappers and she kills like 4 or 5 of them or something like that in like one go. And I'm like, not very realistic, but you know, whatever. I'll just run with it. You know, I did like the way that she killed the predator though. I liked the fight she had with the predator because she used her smarts. She didn't use brute force to kill the predator. So she set his helmet up, and I like that. But the scene with the French trap, I just didn't find it. Took me out of it. I didn't think it was really.
She's a hunter, so I don't think it's not like she's like a freaking typical housewife or something. So like,
I know that, but
I'm willing
I just
to suspend my disbelief a
yeah.
little bit. But I will say, like, I think the best thing about this movie, the one thing this movie does that the other Predator sequels do not do is it captures the spirit of the first Predator movie by touching on like the smarts. So like in the first one, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he learns, if I cover myself in mud, he can't see me. He's like learning about the predator. So he's almost like a predator himself, in order to defeat him. And this main character, she's also doing the same thing. Like she learns how the laser thing works. So she sets up the helmet and stuff, like,
which I thought was such a good idea, such a good concept to kill the predator.
Yeah, it's so good. And that's what they really did right. That's what all the other Predator movies lacking. That sense of hunter and prey, learning how to hunt each other. That was great. And I think that's why this really works with using the Native Americans. Because they have the hunter culture and all that. It's a really well done in that aspect. I will say, a lot of people are saying, maybe the key of making the Predator movies good is putting the Predator in different time periods. But I don't think that's what makes this movie good. I think what makes this movie good is they put him in a time period around like a culture that is good at hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
If you just
it's like a warrior culture.
Yeah.
Like, against each other, which,
And that's what works. So if you put him like with samurai, that might be cool.
Yeah.
But like samurais aren't hunters, they're just warriors. So it'd be cool, but for different reasons. But if you just put him in, like, I don't know, England and try and make him Jack the Ripper, I don't think it's going to be as good,
it won't work,
you know? No. If you just put him in medieval times and have knights and swords and shields fight him, that's not going to be as good. So this whole idea of different time periods. It's cool, but only around certain like cultures.
It's got to be
it's
got to be the right time period.
Yeah, and I think Native Americans in that time period, great idea. That was like that's a winner, and clearly because this is broken records. I think it was for HBO or no Hulu. It was broken records for Hulu.
I just wish they would have gone the full route and had them all speak Comanche. Just do subtitles.
Did they?
They
had a little bit, right?
They did have a little bit, but they did a. There's two versions. They dubbed the Comanche voices, but I would have rather them have just gone the full route and just had them speak Comanche and just make it more gritty. Don't cut away the Predator. Make it more gritty. That's just how I would have done it.
No, I agree. I think this movie plays it a little bit safe by it feels like they had a really great script and they were like, we got to make it safer or cheaper. Like I really, really wish if I could make one change to this film is that I wish they shot it on film instead of digital.
Yes.
Because it's really sharp and it's pretty, but like the storytelling is so authentic and well done that it just makes you feel like this movie really wants to be shot on film. It's screaming like, please shoot me on film. And it's not. And like, I'm not saying it ruins the movie, but that would have added to it. Yeah. And again, something that sort of knocks back. You said before that they Disney-fied the CGI, and I agree. And
I think they Disney-fied the film in general, just like the violence, the CGI. It's very. You can tell there's a lot of studio-like influence there. You know.
Well, what it is, I think, is this is a common problem with movies nowadays, and I don't think it's so much. Let's make it less violent. I think it's more of a money thing. Because doing CGI blood and guts is so much cheaper. I'd like to point everybody to the new Mortal Kombat movie, which everyone's like, oh, it's got fatalities, it's got gore, it's got blood, and it all looks fake. Like when you watch something like Saw, the blood and gore looks real because they're practical effects, they're practical things. In this, it's all CGI, it's fake. And just like Predator and like Mortal Kombat and a lot of these other new movies that try and do gore, it looks shit when it's CGI. So I really wish they used practical stuff there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It just looks so much better. Just looks so much more realistic and Any
other thoughts or comments on this movie?
Yeah, I'd just say, I thought it was good. I was hoping for a bit more. I know it's controversial because everyone's loving this movie at the moment as like a Predator film. I think it's actually gotten higher ratings than the original Predator, which to me is just fucking stupid, but whatever.
No, but look, if a modern audience is watching the original Predator, it's going to look real cheesy to them, right?
True.
So like, it's like Star Wars, right? When we grew up in Star Wars, it was the fucking best. If you watch the old Star Wars now for the first time, like, why is this Sesame Street puppets everywhere? What's with the bad acting? And we're just there like, bro, you don't get it. That's Darth Vader.
It's of the period. It's of the time, Matthew. It's of the time.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good. Didn't think it was great. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I'm not. Let's just put it this way. I don't have the same reaction that I had when I was with you and we saw the Predator afterwards. I just had like a look of I felt like I just got defiled there and my eyeballs were touched inappropriately. And I was just sad and depressed after watching the Predator. God, what a fucking trash film. This one I was just like, it could have been better, but I'm not sorely disappointed.
Totally, man.
So,
I agree. Actually, you know what? No, I really did enjoy this movie. I admit there were some things that could have been a little bit better, but I'm just really hoping for a Prey 2 or another Predator film from the same creative team because there's really good filmmaking was put into this, which is more than I can say for the last bunch of Predator films.
Yeah, the last several. But I would say they need the Predator to win for once.
Ooh.
They need to do it. They need to do it for one movie. They need to do it for one movie where the Predator actually wins.
I'm okay with that. Like the Predator originally was kind of like a little bit of a slasher, not fully, but like if you want to go full slash with the Predator, I would say that'd be, or if you want to go full horror with the Predator, make him win in the end. That'd be pretty. Make us think that the hero won, and then out of nowhere, Predator wins. I'd be down for that. Hell yeah. Anyways, I think that's it for us today at Upcoming Attractions. If you like Prey, be sure to give it a watch, or don't. It doesn't affect me either way. But do watch Upcoming Attractions. You can watch us on YouTube. You can see our clips on TikTok and Instagram. And you can listen to the audio version of the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, wherever else you like to hear your favorite podcasts. Until next time, I'm Matt. That's Jesse. We love you. Laters.
Cheers.